So you're thinking of picking up a pair of the AKG M220 headphones, but first you want to know, how do they sound? How do they look? How do they fit? I've got a review of all of that stuff coming up. Hey everyone, this is Jeff from Everyday Tech Vids, where we take the mystery out of your cell phones, tablets, gadgets, gizmos, headphones, all the cool stuff you got running around, and we'll get you straightforward answers to your straightforward questions. If you are new here to Everyday Tech Vids and you'd like to see more content kind of like this, please do consider subscribing. While I'm going over the AKG headphones, if I do mention any links or notes or details or things like that, that'll all be in the description box on YouTube, so if you go in there, you can find all that information. It's always a lot of fun for me when I get the opportunity to review sets of headphones. I love testing out headphones. One of the biggest things you're going to find with the AKGs is, first off, just to kind of give you guys a heads up, hopefully you found this video because you are looking for some type of studio headphone. Because with studio headphones, just a very blanket way of saying it is that studio headphones have sort of a very flat sounding profile. Meaning, there's not a ton of bass in there, the highs are, a little more leveled out. It's just, the reason they do that is because these headphones are designed to listen to something very purely. So if you're listening, if you're listening to, say, a mix that you're doing for, a video like this, or, sound mix for a band or something like that, it's not going to be influenced by tweaks they've made to the headphones. It's just a very, sort of flat sound. But that's very good for editing both music and editing video. So with that in mind, some of the first things I will say is starting with the look of the headphones. I was really impressed with the build on these and just the way they look. I got the red and black sort of profile, and I really like that. It's very sharp. It's just a nice little accent with the red. They have it on the logo, they have it on the sides, and then for the ear cups as well. Or sorry, the sides of them. Just the overall look of them, they're very sharp. They're very cool looking, so that I would give a really good rating to. As far as fit goes, there's a few things I do want to talk about. First, it does have an adjustable headband, so as you place it on, it sort of kind of self-adjusts as you pull them around, on your ears. I have a very big head though, so I need a lot of space in these headphones, but they fit just fine. So for anyone, these should fit very comfortably for the headphone themselves. But then also too, the ear cups are sort of made out of a fake leather, like a little pleather, but they are just, I still think they're the right amount of firmness. As I sat editing video with these, so when I was doing my video editing, I've been wearing these for about the last week and a half or so. I've been really trying them out, and they are comfortable for hours. I probably can sit with these on for a while and have no issues with comfort or anything like that. And when you are doing music editing or video editing, that's very important because you may be sitting down for 2 or 3 or 4 hours working on different projects, and these will stay comfortable that whole time. One of the other details that's nice is that it's a little, they do have a detachable cable. That is a mini little XLR cable. I like that because as you use headphones a lot, if you have a cat, you're just in danger of losing them at any time. But over time, just the usage of the cable, it's very nice to be able to replace it. I find it very weird when you spend a lot of money on a set of headphones and they don't have a replaceable cable, because there's just things happen, and if you have to rewire a whole headphone, like taking it apart to actually rewire it, that is a giant pain. It's not a lot of fun, so it's just super easy to detach and get a new cable if you need to. So diving again into sound, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, just because I wanted to make mention of it, they are a very flat profile, but that's sort of what studio headphones are designed for. They're not designed to give off a ton of bass, like say a set of Beats, because Beats, no matter where what model of Beats you buy, they've just taken the bass and turned it all the way to 11. So it's just, that's so much bass, and some people do like that. They like that in their sound, especially for certain genres of music. But the point of these headphones is to just give you a more accurate sound. So it's a very flat profile. But I did find that I could still listen to, just already pre-mixed music through Spotify and stuff. I just did have to actually bring in some of my EQ software, as you do, to kind of balance things out a little bit, to give it some flavor, because with a flat profile, you're not going to get much flavor out of it. And the sound was actually very accurate though. For when I was working on videos for a couple projects I've been doing, I was able to hear just little nuances of things that I couldn't hear through other headphones or my speakers, which I do actually have a decent speaker system, but there are little nuances that these were actually able to pick up, and I think it's part of that flat profile that made that possible. So again, if you are looking for something to do video editing, audio editing, these I would say would actually be a really good choice for you. There's just a couple of things that I would say I wasn't so thrilled about with them. It's just simple stuff, but things like when you remove the ear cup, the foam is actually a separate piece, which is just kind of odd to me. Normally they make the ear cup one big piece, so if you have to replace them, you can just do the whole thing at one time. But these are actually two separate pieces. Just a small thing, not a big detail of anything that's gonna come up, but it is just a weird little, sort of difference for these headphones. And again, the only other thing I found lacking was just if you are gonna try to do heavy bass with these, like if you are gonna be trying to edit heavy bass, maybe in some songs or something like that, you're gonna have to dial these in pretty well. They can handle the bass, but it's not quite as responsive as other headphones may be. So to summarize for these headphones, if you are looking for something in a moderate, sort of price range, that'll get you really good sound quality, again, a flat profile so you can edit audio or video, these are a really great option to look at. They're lightweight, comfortable, again, accurate and flat sound so you can just do what you need to do with your sound. Really flexible and all of that, fit on my giant head, which is always a plus, and a removable cable. Those are the big pluses for me. So if you're looking for something in a moderate price range, I'd highly recommend these. Thanks for watching this video about the AKG M220s. If you do have any questions about them, please do leave a comment in the comments below. Again, I will provide links in the description box as well that can get you to more information about these. If you're looking for really in-depth technical specs, I'll provide a link to those below. But yes, if you have any questions about these, contact me below.